Hey there, it's Tayashi again, and so we continue with um, my 21% single segment attempt. That got game over once at Omega Pirate, but I never died since, and I'm now just before doing, yeah, before doing the walkthrough to the Artifact of Spirit. Come on. This is actually the second last time I'm going to do this detour in order not to have to cross Twinfires and Twinfires tunnel, and I go via Frozen Pike and then exit Pirate Labs backwards. Almost. Yeah, sometimes you just get too high. Come on. Why didn't that stall? One move too late. wasn't for that stupid L jump afterwards. Way too low. Ah, come on. What's that? Though it did already happen to me. Oh, that was so close. Okay, really just press L a bit more than you would normally with an L jump. But Do not press it for too long. What the fuck? Well, that happens once in a while. As always, saying it's very important to get to the door, to lock it first, get it to lock first, before knocking out any pirate. Because yeah, this is essential. Otherwise you would have to reload the room, which is not possible because you can't reload it if you can't climb it. Without space jump, you can't climb it. Making for a game that got lost due to you not paying attention. What was that? I guess Power Beam is the fastest beam for knocking out as many little enemies as possible. Well, wait. I have to do the wall crawl now. fuck. Could have just stayed in this room. Weiser runs west. Ah, screw it. Okay, that Valtra sucks. Those are the enemies you can only scan when being in this room for the first time, I guess. Oh god. Yeah, you really have to make it pretty tight because otherwise it's just not enough vertical momentum. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, that was good, I think. I didn't really want to let it that bomb jump because you're not supposed to do this, but here. Yeah, you can lay those last two bombs a bit apart, more apart than the third last and the fourth last bombs of the bomb jump. Oh, fuck it. But if you do lay those two last bombs apart, it can't be too far apart. But if you make it, then you will get more vertical momentum or something. Yeah, this could take quite some time, as always. Okay. I've never been doing so bad actually. God. Have to be like here, where's the highest. Then you've got to do a very good, or a good UBJ. Yes! This is what you're supposed to do. Lay the first bomb, yeah, waste it. Then lay the second, third and fourth bomb close together, so the fourth bomb is just on top of the third bomb. And then, a bit apart, lay the fifth bomb, and a tiny bit apart lay the sixth bomb. That seems like the best method for doing this bomb jump. Making it as dark as possible. Now comes another door transition, which is awful. Because as soon as the room loads, you will have problems getting to the door. It hasn't loaded yet. Oh well, I guess I did it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, if you can do it this way, do it this way. If not, then yeah, you're screwed. No, not really, but it's just really hard. And yeah, it's annoying because you have to reclimb every time. But you can do it, I know. You have to do it this way otherwise the game will crash. Now the box of this room isn't there. Oh well, it's still there, but this room has loaded. If you try, has secretized, so this box is there as well. See? But if you're trying to load this room with the visible aspects of the room, then the game will crash because there's still the invisible part of this, the visible part of this, and now the visible part of this. So two visible parts plus an invisible part, but there are 2 large rooms. So yeah, it's dangerous if you don't do it the way I do it. Wow, that was really fast until here. Okay. Now comes another very bad door transition from this room to the room leading to the room with TARDIS. This is another one which is especially difficult without space jump, because you can't jump a second time. Make sure you don't fall, just do it like I do. Now comes the tricky part. Okay, made it. If you touch an area around here from outside the room as well. Okay, then the next room loads. So, this room. No, it's not loaded, it's secretized. Oh god. And secretize means it's loaded, but it's not loaded in such a way as loaded rooms appear, because, well, only the textures are loaded, I guess. You see, this room has vanished. At least it's not loaded anymore. It might be secretized. But it's not visible anymore, so it's not loaded anymore. And most of the time, if not always, correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone ever hears this, as long as there is just one room, no matter how big or how large, loaded, visible, and you're trying to load another one, it shouldn't crash. If the third room, the one you were at the beginning, is well, is secretized, so it's invisible. Ah, that's good. Yes. Okay. I seem to have not too many problems with this transition, but it's kinda hard to learn. This was also the room that I learned how to add the climb, because I fell down so many times, then I had to wait like almost an hour or something just to try one more time. Then I fell down again, and yeah, can imagine. Come on. Yeah, you really get the feeling for auto jumping once you've gotten into it. If you're trying, if you're like planning on getting 21%, then you will have to do it anyway, or at least get very comfortable with the mechanics of outside world, out of bounds, or secret world. Mechanics and techniques. Oh, okay, well, in this area here, and even just below it, you can actually, this is the point where you can unload this room. It will still be sacredized. Not? No, okay, it's not even sacredized anymore. So you can load the next room. Too high. Yeah, come on. Just always try to find a way where you can, a place where you can stand and jump again without getting into mothball mode, because then you could get permanently stuck. And if you get really stuck, then there's no way out. So you will have to reset. And this is enough. Now see, imagine the box of North Quarantine Tunnel. It extends far below this, so it's about, you have to like get here in order not to fall. Make a huge detour. See? I'm outside the box. If you make a rectangle about that line. So now the next room loaded, and it was planned that I will fall. Everything's okay. I always orientated this little thing here. Sorry. I think this is like one of the most deep rooms ever. I mean, how can you fall so deep? The higher you have to go up, the better your corner has to be, or the smaller. Now the problem here is it's really bright. I should have taken this one out. Yeah, because now I'm not looking in the exact same direction anymore. Oh, come on. Okay. Now do it like this. Just walk more or less above the room, and then here walk quite fast, otherwise you will just fall, because the next box, the box of the room with toddlers, extends like a bit more, I guess, and then you can fall here and land here, and then you're back in bounds, which sucks. So just walk a bit fast. Wow, I happened to miss that. Well, you see, my arm cannon is shaking, which means I am currently the box of quarantine station. How's the room even called? Well, I've got to go down, do this really high add the jumping thing again. Always make sure you know on which side, on your right or on your left, armor is. Make sure the corner isn't too ultimately small, otherwise you'll happen to miss it too often, and it will be counterproductive. It would need like 1.5 hours in order to like yeah, get up so high with floating, like doing nothing. Okay, come on now. Okay, now it seems to work. Okay, now get here. Now make sure you really get... Hey, wait. Oh no. Oh god damn it, I fell to... Oh, yeah. That wasn't even what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, don't get like in this room, because in this part of the room here, because, well, that is where the fight starts, right? Occasionally the normal player would just get from here to here, so oh, there's a piece of rock or some pieces of rock here, just jump down and then the fight starts. If you touch this part where the fight starts from below, the fight will start, which is very, very bad. And then you will have to restart, because even if you beat Tardos, you can't escape without Spider Bomb. So yeah. Okay, and now what is the problem now? I'm here now, but as you can see, the boxes aren't too well made sometimes, so it's not about exact. It's just about exact, not 100% exact. And you see here, I'm technically in the box of Quarantine Cave, one could mean, right? But I'm actually in the box of North Quarantine Tunnel. Let's see how long it takes for that arm cannon to shake, because from the greater distance you will fall, the greater that distance is, the longer it will take for you and your arm cannon to, or for Samus and her arm cannon to like get to deal with it, because it's like too high, I don't know. Okay, come on. Arm cannon was still shaking here, not here. Here it is. Okay, so going to turn here. Come on. Did I fall all the way down? I could now like jump as high as this room, as the box of this room is, so that I would have skywalk. But if I messed it up, I would fall like to this level, which is very low, to the level of this room. And if I fall down here, I will just like, yeah, you will see it in a nutshell. Yeah, like here. So I didn't want to risk it. Now I'm on the level, that means on the ground of this room, and not of the other room anymore. Now I can just add a jump here. I hate it when it does this, like every time you cross the corner. Come on. Yeah, here you are. I have skywalk? Really? You always have to be skeptical about having skywalk, because like here you can't really see when you have skywalk. You could also be a bit lower, right? But then you won't have skywalk, which is walking on top of the room without falling down. Except if there's an open roof. So you'll just fall in, if I remember correctly. Ah, no, you won't even. No, I don't want to test. Then get here. Look to that room here. To this room. Now it vanished because the V is working, because I got to a invisible spot that is of huge importance while wall crawling. And finding those invisible spots is about the most trial and error thing in the whole wall crawling process, so you have to yeah, know those by heart. this is a little trick I came up with, allowing you to be higher than the door, than you're actually supposed to be, if you are, if you can even talk about supposed to be on this level of playing a game. But yeah. But I seem to be too low, right? Fuck. I would have to immediately jump. Don't want to risk anything. Just fall down. Ooh, okay. I have to find the corner. So just think about how they could have made a rectangle around South Quarantine tunnel. And that rectangle is, most of the cases, this rectangle is as small as possible, if it's a rectangle, and sometimes, mainly in Talon Overworld, it's not a rectangle at all. So outside the box, inside the box, outside the box. Cool. first part of the walkthrough. Because if that room here, transport to magma cavern south, loads, no, it's secretized, then you're screwed, because this room of the roof of transport to magma cavern south extends so far that you can only just fall into South Quarantine Tunnel or through the open roof of transport to magma cavern south, because you can't like go here from the side. It's very hard, if not impossible, under 21% conditions at least, to just yeah, get it to work. Okay. Now do this. And now, okay, come on. Yeah. Easy part is done. But now. Yeah, I don't know what to do because it's very stupid. I'm not stuck, I just can't double bomb jump over it. I could do the same as here, where I was in Grade 3 Jumper, outside of Grade 3 Jumper. Yeah, entered Grade 3 Jumper Secret World and was trying to get to Grade 3 Hall, and then just like inching around, clockwise around the room so I can get to the door. But it's very hard here. Okay. Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Now make sure you are still transitioned to this door. If you get away from this door. So, and oh, up. Okay. Okay. Very nice. So, okay. Very important. The map has to say you're on transport to Magma Cavern South. If it says you're on South Quarantine Tunnel, it won't work anymore. that's the open roof I spoke of here. You can just fall into it. Hey, come on. Always make sure you're on the right. So the map says you are on this room that you are actually in. If you're trying to continue with the run, because if the map would say I'm in this room and I'm here, but the map's still on Transport to Magma Cavern South, and trying to load this room by like shooting at it, and then neither this room will load, but also this room here will vanish, and the map will still say I'm in this room, and only this room will be visible. If this happens, not with those 3 rooms, but with those 3 rooms, then you're screwed. Okay. Okay, that wasn't even planned, but seems like it's the exact height I need. Height. Yeah, because I need to be just below this room, this door, and just like parabolically get here. Okay, I somehow got the room to load. Fuck, I'm just above the door. I guess. Right? Is this the door? Oh, this is the door. Oh, occasionally you just have to like do the same as I was doing when going from here to here. Just like be on this place and trying to load the next room. But okay, it's nice that it works this way. Okay. Now here it's a bit difficult to find the rectangle, the corner of the rectangle. Might even be a square here. Guess it's around here. Yeah, it's here. Very cool. In those rooms that are filled with water at the level, so at the ground. Level is just the ground of the box, not of the room, but the box is around the room. So most of the time, unlike if you're like in those rooms where the box extends like 100 times lower than you would think. Occasionally it's just hard then to add jump because there's water. you don't have gravity, shouldn't touch water, right? Will burn. The jumping itself is by far the easiest part. Finding the corner, you have to either jump with or in, and then always keep track of corner. Those are way harder challenges. I mean, where has the fucking corner gone? And this should be enough, because I just need to get to this room. So make sure you're make your way out of the box first, of the box of frozen pipe, and then do the rest. It's very mean. I actually looked into this wall crawl like 3 times. So I managed to get this wall crawl done with Moon Jump, which is from Action Replay, which is a cheating device. And I once just fall into there's a place in this room here where you can just fall into the room. You can't exit, but you can fall. Might be here, or not just here, but yeah. Okay. Now make sure you're above the. Yeah, see? Above. Just above, I mean. Yeah, okay. So. So we're now in Hunter Cave, and just a few rooms left until the wall crawl is done, but nothing difficult at all anymore. But I just don't have enough time, so I'll have to make a pause here. So that was the loading point for the next room, and mainly for unloading this room. So only 2 rooms left. Okay, bye, see you in a few seconds.